Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy, the Pulpit Queen, reporting live from my little cabin in the woods. Now, y'all, I just changed my hair color today on a whim, and I have been trying to get caught up from all the housework I've done, but two books just came in the mail that I'm so excited about that even though I'm looking a little housekeeping weary, I decided I just had to share with you what I just got in the mail. And I've got more that I'm going to be sharing later this week too. But first that came in the mail is Mandy Haynes Oliver. And she sent me this darling little postcard of a painting that she did that I will be having it framed and put in my home. It is so cute. But if you have not read this book, every review I've read has just been outstanding. And I just want to tell you a little thing about it. And I know she's getting ready to do a gallery event at Amelia Island, Florida, where she's going to be reading a story once a month at the gallery with a local musician who's going to be playing ukulele. And I think that is the coolest thing ever, to combine the two arts, music and words. So I'd like to see a lot more of that happen. But I want to tell you a little bit about the book and read from her copy. Dear God and Jesus and Mary, even though 11-year-old Olivia is raised Southern Baptist, she likes to cover her bases when asking for a favor. Unlike her brother Oliver, she struggles with keeping her temper in check and staying out of trouble. But Oliver is different. And in the summer of 72, he proves to Olivia there's magic in everything. But it's up to us to see it. And then it goes on. Mandy Haynes takes on a memory journey to the last great childhood of the South, a time when bicycles were a magic carpet that could take a child wherever she wanted to go. The joy of this novella is how easily I slip between the pages and live the adventures with Olivia and Olivia. Sibling love, kindness, Oliver and Olivia, I'm sorry, sibling love, kindness, good intentions gone awry, and good deeds fraught with danger. This story echoes with my past and the past of many now homeless Southerners. Once you start reading, you won't be able to put it down. Carolyn Haynes, USA Today bestseller, is the author of over 80 books in multiple genres. And I also might add that Carolyn Haynes is a Harper Lee recipient, which to me is one of the best book awards you could ever win. Now, Mandy Haynes spent hours on bar stools, riding in vans, and listening to outrageous tales from some of the best songwriters and storytellers in Nashville, Tennessee. She traded a stressful career as a pediatric cardiosonographer for a happy one, and now lives in Fernandina Beach, Florida, with her 3 dogs and her turtle. She is contributing writer for Amelia Islander magazine, editor-in-chief and publisher of Reading Nation magazine, author of 2 short story collections, Walking the Wrong Way Home, which was a finalist for the Tart Fiction Award, and Sharp as a Serpent's Tooth, Even Other Stories, which was voted 2021 Bonus Book of the Year for the International Pulpit Queen and Timber Guys Book Club. She is also editor of the anthology Works in Progress, which features excerpts from 59 of our fantastic authors' works in progress. This is a little photo of Mandy. She's such a little doll. And she has written a gem of a book, 5 diamonds in the Pulpit Queen tiara, and we're kind of match. We kind of match. I'm so proud of you, Mandy. Next, I want to tell you, I got an email the other day from an author that I had come to, a Girl from Weekend. I think the last time I saw him was in 2008 when I was on book tour for my own book. And I think the book that he had out was Lord Vishnu's, the name of his book. Let me get it exactly right because I don't want to mess it up. All right. That's it. It's right here. Yes, Lord Vishnu's Love Handles, which was, even back then, I had this India thing going. Will Clark grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana, and holds an MFA in creative writing from the University of British Columbia. He is the author of several works of fiction, including The Neon Palm of Madame Melisande, Lord Vishnu's Love Handles, a spy novel, sort of, and The Worthy, a ghost story. His novels have been selected as New York Times Book Review Editor's Choice, Kirkus Review's Best of the Year. His short fiction has appeared in Texas Monthly, D Magazine, Oxford American Magazine, and Best American Fantasy. He lives in Dallas, Texas with his wife and family. Well, he has a new book, and the book is called Marigold. Don't forget that. Marigold, Will Clark, Hot Pop Prophet, quoted by Rolling Stone. This is advanced copy, and it also has this at the top that really caught my attention for a blurb. Pee your yoga pants funny. Michael Platt, the executive producer and writer of Grace and Frankie, which is one of my favorite shows. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this book. Will is just an angel of an author. In fact, he's interviewed me probably more times than I've interviewed him. We actually had a toga party for The Worthy, which was about a fraternity that had a bad hazing accident where one of the fraternity guys gets killed and he comes back as a ghost at this fraternity house. So we had a toga party in my former beauty shop bookstore years ago, and we've kept in touch. But this is what this book is about. Listen to this. Marigold talks to angels and has read the manifestation bestseller, The Elements of Abundance, over 35 times. Living out of her dead mom's Subaru at the Denver airport, Marigold does her level best to be a positive force in the universe. However, a cloud of perpetual bad luck dogs her efforts to create a better life for herself. Then one day, Krish McKinley, the CEO of yoga wear giant Wolf and Bees, steps into Marigold's massage chair and makes her an offer she can't refuse. The magnetic entrepreneur convinces Marigold to quit her job at the airport Speedy Spa, move to his sprawling California headquarters, and become his emissary of bliss. Enthralled by McKinley's plan to save the world one beautiful butt at a time, Marigold is torn between listening to her better angels and following the charismatic yogi down a path of impossible luxury, corporate fraud, and even murder. An uproariously funny fable for our times explores the true cost of manifesting your best self through hustle and grind culture. Clark's plotting reveals a man who thinks like Will Ferrell and dreams like Samuel Taylor Coleridge, the New York Times Book Review. You all, I started reading this book and I didn't even want to put it down, but I thought I've got to get this karma out into the world on this wonderful story. And also for my dearest friend, Mandy Haynes. I'm telling you, I'm going to have a good reading weekend. I've read all of her, but to read the book is something else. And I cannot wait to read Will Clark's Marigold. I have a lot more books I want to share, but I just have to tell you, if you want to have a wonderful life, you all have a reading life, because reading can change the world. It's going to bring along world peace. And if you don't believe, join in on some of the events that we're doing. It's up on our calendar of events on www.thepulpitqueens.com. Tonight, we're having our International Pulpit Queens and Timber Guys Book and Film Club. And I have selected this time of year. Everybody's so busy, but I decided I would pick my favorite books and films of all time. We've done To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. We've done Conrack, which was The Water is Wide by Pat Conroy. And tonight, we're going to be discussing my good friend's book, John Berendt's book to film, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. So get your mojo on, come and join us as we go down the trail to on our journey to Savannah, Georgia, for one of the most incredible reads that I have ever experienced. And the movie is a little bit different, but I have a lot of inside stories, and I've got a lot of stories about John Berendt and I, many adventures together. So thank you for listening. I've been putting a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I need all of you to support this. It's absolutely free. I need you to have watch parties. And I think we're at like 300 videos I've been creating of connecting you with authors and events that are all based on our International Pulpwood Queen and Timber Guys Book Club reads. Check out our Reading Nation magazine that Mandy Haynes, the author of this book, publishes and is the editor-in-chief. We have almost 100,000 readership, and it's just been going a little over a year. She's got great advertising rates for authors, but you must be a member. So join the Pulpwood Queens today. For readers, just go to our Facebook group, the official Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club. It's free. Click join. Authors, you do have to pay. But I'm telling you, nobody works harder than all of us who volunteer to keep the Pulpwood Queens and Timber Guys Book Club Reading Nation going. And for $25 a page, you can have your book featured in our magazine that's going around the world. And last of all, I've done some really great posts today. I want to share my Mama Cat Book Club was this morning with the wonderful children's author and my dear friend, Carrie Madden Lunsford for Ernestine's Milky Way. It's a wonderful, wonderful tale told of a grandmother and her daughter in the Smoky Mountains. It's a picture book. And then I also shared, yesterday we did a pop-up poetry session with Rita Quillen, who lives in Appalachia, of her poetry. And I told Rita, I love her poetry so much, I'm working her into our 2023 reading list, and we had her on our list this year for Wayland. She's got a sequel coming up. That's up on the channel. And then also this Friday, it just posted our keynote speaker at our Girlfriend Weekend in January Book Club Convention, Adriana Trigiani. If you were to watch one video from that convention, you have got to watch this. She is a force to be reckoned with, and she is as passionate about books and reading and taking books to film, because she's a television writer, screenwriter, playwright, and now director for films. She's got wonderful movies. You've got to watch it. I just posted it today. And I also will tell you, everybody that's listening, the price of Girlfriend Weekend is going up May 1st. So go to www.thepulpwoodqueens.com and get your package if you have not done so. All the 2020 people who paid for the rollover for live event, you all, it looks like it's going to happen. We're working on it madly to make that live event happen. So if you paid for 2021's event at 2020, you are in. If you've paid for the event this year, you are in for 2023. But if you have not, you want to get your package before May 1st, because the price is going to go up. As you know, everything in the country is going up in prices. It takes a lot to put on this convention, not only man hours of all of my volunteers and I putting this event together, but we're traveling. We'll be traveling to this event. So it's important that all of you come this year. If you want to keep this going, get your package today. And thank you all. I'll be up here a lot. I've got so much happening this week. And if you can, join us tonight on the Book and Film Club. Every person that comes on gets a chance to join the conversation. And at the end, I always ask authors who are in attendance, if you have any big news, please share it. These go up on our channel. They're up there forever. It's a great way to advertise, and it's a wonderful way to get connected with even more readers. So as always, everybody, it is certainly all about the story, and here's two great ones. So thank you. Goodbye for now from the Pulpwood Queen, and I'll see you tonight. I promise to fix myself up a little bit better, but I'm an open book. I like to keep it real. So this is me, and this is you. We'll see you tonight. Okay, bye everybody. It's all about the story.